Will I incur any fees or penalties for attempting an ATM withdrawal with a zero balance?
Hey there! Welcome to today's video, where we'll be addressing an important question. Will I incur any fees or penalties for attempting an ATM withdrawal with a zero balance? If you've ever wondered about this, stick around because we're about to find out.
Understanding ATM withdrawals and zero balance.
To answer this question, let's first understand how ATM withdrawals work. When you attempt to withdraw cash from an ATM, it communicates with your bank to check if you have sufficient funds in your account to cover the withdrawal amount. If you have a zero balance or insufficient funds, the ATM will typically decline the transaction.
Potential fees and penalties.
Now, onto the main concern, fees and penalties. If you attempt an ATM withdrawal with a zero balance and the transaction is declined, it's important to note that most banks do not charge any specific fees or penalties for unsuccessful transactions due to insufficient funds. However, you might still incur certain fees, which can vary depending on your bank's policies. Insufficient funds fee. Some banks may charge an insufficient funds fee if you try to withdraw money when your account balance is zero or below the required minimum balance. This fee is typically applied when a transaction, such as a check or debit card payment, is presented against your account and there aren't enough funds to cover it. However, ATM withdrawals that are declined due to insufficient funds may not always trigger this fee. It's best to check with your bank to understand their specific fee structure. Non-bank ATM fees. In addition to potential insufficient funds fees, you may also face charges for using a non-bank ATM. These fees, known as surcharges, are typically imposed by the ATM owner or the network that operates the ATM. If you attempt a withdrawal from an ATM that is not owned by your bank, you might be subject to these surcharges, even if the transaction is declined due to insufficient funds. Again, these fees vary, so it's essential to be aware of your bank's policies.
Mitigating potential fees.
To avoid incurring fees or penalties associated with attempting an ATM withdrawal with a zero balance, here are a few tips. 1. Monitor your account balance regularly to ensure you have sufficient funds before making any withdrawals. 2. Set up low balance alerts through your bank's online banking or mobile app to receive notifications when your account balance is running low. 3. Consider overdraft protection options provided by your bank. This service may allow you to link another account, such as a savings account, to cover any potential shortfalls in your checking account. 4. Use ATMs owned by your bank to minimize the risk of non-bank ATM surcharges. And there you have it. While most banks do not typically charge specific fees or penalties for attempting an ATM withdrawal with a zero balance, it's important to be aware of potential insufficient funds fees and non-bank ATM surcharges. By staying informed about your bank's policies, monitoring your account balance, and taking advantage of available tools and services, you can minimize the likelihood of incurring any unwanted charges. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to reach out to your bank directly. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.